Yes, indeed. Good evening. As one door closes on one day special, another one is about to begin. And what a one-day special we are bringing you this evening. We've got Cathie and Mel here. How are we, ladies?
We're good, thank you.
I've been excited about this. We've never worked together before.
No.
This is a rarity.
It's our first time.
Your first time. First time together. Yes. Well, I never. Right, then let's go right the way back, as I've never worked with you before. Okay. I don't know who wants to answer the question, but where did it all begin?
You can answer.
I was going to say, you speak, because I paint and you can talk.
We've known each other for about 20 years now, haven't we? And we started working together probably about 15 years ago.
Okay.
In a different guise, didn't we? And then we decided to do something a bit more collaborative, and Pink Ink was born.
And there we go.
Yes.
And now we are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, and we're going to kick straight in with this. Okay, we're going to send you off, because I'll be with you shortly for demonstration. We're going to kick straight in with your one-day special. For the sheer fact, I'm going to put it out there like I normally do. I think this is going to be busy. Once you see what you're going to be getting with this, you are getting an awful lot. You are getting 50 stamps in total across 3 flexible payments of £29.98. That's 3 flexible payments or a one-off payment of £89.94. Let's do the boring bits first, which are the numbers. 295696 is your item number. Individually, these are how much was that lot? £17.49 individually. We're on the bottom of the screen. Or you can go for the amazing saving by going for all of them. You're saving £15. Right, let's go through them individually, and Mel can tell us a bit more about them. I'll hold up the images. I'm loving the safari theme that you've brought us.
Thank you. We do as well. We're really pleased with it. So we've got the postrich here.
Look at the postrich. I like what you've done here.
She's a posh bird.
Look at this. But look at the size of the stamps you're getting as well.
Yeah, we like to draw big.
These are beautiful.
And that doesn't always mean that you have to use the whole image. You can use part of the image to make smaller cards if you want to.
Okay. And I like the way you get one main image on there, and then you've not just gone, well, we'll just give you the main image, and we'll give you a few extras. No, you've really gone to town.
We like to fill the sheet.
You really have filled it. And once again, they're all in keeping, but not only in keeping to the stamps that you've got, they fit with the range perfectly as well that you've already forwarded. So that is the postrich, and then, I'm loving these designs.
Buffalo Jill.
Buffalo Jill. With these, though, once again, you get your flowers in the corners, you've got your corner elements here, you've got your large buffalo as well.
Yeah.
Look, I'm all ears. Buffalo. So are these all hand-drawn?
All hand-illustrated, yes. Cathie draws everything by hand.
Oh, my word. So
she's a very talented lady.
So where did the inspiration for the theme come of Safari?
We were asked to put together a design for a trade stand. And we thought, what can we do that's a little bit different? And we all love the animals, don't we? We all love animals. So, and I've been abroad a few times and taken a few photographs. So we thought, let's put it all together. You can do.
So is the image that's currently behind me the original to where the stamps have come from?
It is.
So Jim, is that easier for you? So that is the original, and now we've got them in stamp form as well. But you see, you've not lost any of the detail.
No.
You've not lost any of the character that was in the originals as well.
That's
Everything is still there.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are beautiful. So that is your zebra, old stripes. And then, I think this, you're not allowed favourites, but I think this is mine. I'm loving Hip Hip Hooray. Oh, you clever sausages there. So you've also got like background stamps here as well.
Yeah, and I mean, actually as a collective, you've got so many different elements to use within a design, you know, whatever you want to do with them, so they cross over well.
And for all occasions as well. So you've got birthday sentiments on there, but I'm not seeing just birthdays here, I'm seeing all year round cards that you could send them for. We've also got the Rhinosaurus. I like those. The rhinoceros. But once again, like your Zen-tangling doodles are in here. So these, once again, large areas. So if you're new to the world of, a bit like myself, the world of watercolouring or you're colouring in, they're easy stamps to colour in.
They are very easy, yeah, and they stamp up beautifully.
Then we'll see all that all in the demonstrations. And last but no means least, glorious elephant as well. But look at the size of what you're getting here. This is what I'm going to get across to you. The sizes are beautiful and they will work for all them cards. You're not going to get that white card syndrome with these,
No,
because you are
no.
going to fill that page quite quickly.
Easily, yeah.
Even in your journalism as well, if you're doing them in your
Yes,
journals or your photo
absolutely.
albums that you're going to use. Some of the finished samples, though, that we've got are stunning. You always know a good set of stamps for the amount of finished samples you have. That's how I normally judge a one-day special, for the amount of finished samples that we've got. These are beautiful. I know you're not allowed favourites, and I shouldn't really ask, but I'm going to. Do you have a favourite in particular animal?
Well, it's like asking what your favourite
Child is.
Yes,
That
really,
is
isn't
true.
it? But I do err towards the zebra, if I'm honest.
The zebras are beautiful, and once again, they do lend themselves to so much. Oh my word! Then look at this. So that's re-stamped, but look how it's re-stamped, and you can really get that herd of elephants in there. You've also got the ostrich as well. Absolutely beautiful sort of illustration at the back, and then just look how beautiful these are. But you can go from that to that, and it's the same image.
Yes, exactly. So you don't have to be stuck to size.
You really, and you don't lose anything either. So you still know what it is. You've got all the detail, all the shading, and that's a testament of how good these stamps will stamp.
Yes, absolutely.
You see, they are beautiful. So we're very busy already. Individually, at bottom of the screen now are individual stamps. You can go for them individually if you want. £17.49. Most popular is the stripes and the ostrich. So the zebra and the ostrich are nearly 20%. 20% of the individual stocks have already gone on the ostrich and on the stripes, which is the zebra. Okay, now the larger bundle, the details are down the side of the screen. It works out to be £14.99 per stamp set, so you're saving that £15, and that is why we're nearly a quarter of the stock gone in 7 minutes. A quarter, Mel's flabbergasted. A quarter of the stock in 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. Great.
I think we're going to be busy. What I'm going to say now is if you've got them in your baskets, start checking them out, and then you can sit back and relax. And then you can watch for all today. There's a show now, there's a show at 9 o'clock, and then you've got all the one-day special shows tomorrow as well. You can sit back and relax. Please do start checking out your baskets. A quarter of the large stock has already gone, and now individually they've started to go as well now. Right then, we're moving on to another little category. Now, you were telling me before we went on air about the different packaging, because this is from another designer,
yes,
as it were.
Yes, this is a guest designer. So occasionally we invite a guest designer on board Pink Ink Designs to create some designs for us, and then we transfer them into stamps.
And once again, these are beautiful designs and work hand in hand.
That's right.
With the safari theme that you've already got.
So this is a young woman called Alexandra Gicu. She's Italian and lives in Italy, and we found her and we loved her work. So
and I can see why.
Designed some stamps for us.
Look at that. And as you said, once again, you can use smaller elements. So maybe you take off the head of the peacock and you just use the tail for the elements. Maybe you're doing that. Now these, you know what I'm like with shrink plastic, I love it. But these in shrink plastic for embellishments would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. I don't know what it is about shrink plastic, but I love a bit of shrink plastic and a boxed frame. £44. Now this is not, I'm a big fan of a boxed frame, because you can do so much with them. You can create depth with a boxed frame.
Absolutely.
I'm learning all this crafty techniques. My house is full. So you're getting all three of these for £44.97. So that is your peacock. Then, we have the little hummingbird, tropical bird. Look at this.
Very, very pretty.
Once again, I'm seeing wedding cards with this, anniversary cards you can use them for as well. Wonderfully to watercolour in. Look at the detail, though, that you're getting just on the wings alone. Absolutely.
She's a very talented lady, this one.
She's a keeper. She is a keeper. If I was you, I wouldn't let her go far. And then, last but no means least, Pinky Inky.
Pinky Inky.
Pinky Inky the octopus. But not only the octopus, so you get the main image, but then you also get things like the seahorses, the conch shells are in there, the starfish are in there as well. Also a few sentiments just thrown in as well.
Yep.
So, oh my word, a quarter of this bundle has already gone, and we're only 9 minutes in. £44.97. Also, It's on Freedom as well. It's also on Flexi. So let's do your Flexi first. So you've got Flexi on this, so £40.47. Then if you're not a Freedom member, your Flexi will be £22.49. If you are a Freedom member, it will be £20.24. £20.24 across 2 payments, and these will be yours today. This can't be right.
Not bad, is it?
£20 a day, and all this is sent to you. This is amazing, Mel. Absolutely amazing. They're available individually. Oh, I'm getting excited. They're available individually. Pinky Inky is limited stock on his own.
Okay.
So limited stock of Pinky Inky is I think the only way you're really going to get all 3 is by going for that large bundle. But Pinky Inky on his own is now limited stock. So, very busy. The overall bundle, 041434 is your item number, £44.97. Right then, now these are all individuals now. So this is Moths and Legends. So what was the inspiration behind these?
We decided that we'd dip our toe into the dye world, and when we decided to do that, it just helps people that they don't have to do all the fussy cutting. And we asked on our Pink Inkers Facebook page, do you want an edge or do you want it to be really close to the image?
Okay.
Everybody said really as tight to the image as we could get it, so that's what we've tried to do.
So that's what you get. So you've got the stamp, which is once again is a stunning stamp, but then you've got the corresponding dies as well. So if you are brand new to the world of stamping and die cutting, what a range to begin with, because now you've got the best of both worlds.
Yes, absolutely.
You really can create the depth in there that you want and make it easier for yourself because you can just overlay them and cut them out straight away. So you're getting 7 dies and 1 stamp in this as well. Look at the detail in that stamp though, it's absolutely...
And of course the dies are pink.
Of course, they have to be pink.
Yes.
And they cut first time as well. What I also like as well, they'll also go through all the die machines.
Yes, yes.
So it'll go through all your machines. Up next, it's the jitterbug. Oh, I used to do this dance. The little jitterbug. So once again, you get the large image in there. You get all the leaves as well that my little sausage fingers are covering. So you get all the leaves in there, and then you get the dies as well on top that cut everything out beautifully. As you mentioned your social media page, I don't know if we're allowed, but I'm going to do it anyway. Give it a little plug. What's the, if people want to have a little look, where are they going?
It's brilliant. We've got a group Facebook page called Pink Inkers, and the inspiration on there is stunning. I mean, some of the talent out there, these ladies and men that can craft, I mean, really, they produce some beautiful stuff.
They do. So go and get your
really well worth
all your inspiration from there. So it's Pink Inkers.
Pink Inkers.
On Facebook, Instagram.
We are on Instagram as well, yes.
Have a little search. Twitter?
No.
No, not Twitter. They don't tweet. Don't tweet. Just Instagram. That was Jitterbug. Up next, we have Pigs. Pigs Might Fly. So Pigs Might Fly up next. I don't know if, no, I am the right way.
Yeah.
So there's your beautiful pig, once again. You've got the wings in there, you've got the balloon in there as well, and you will get your corresponding die. Remember, all these are individually, different item numbers, £17.49 is what you're paying. Up next for these.
And the common theme across this set is that they've all got wings.
Yeah. So they've all got wings?
Yes.
So this is the Flight of Fancy. Oh, these are seahorses.
Yes.
So the seahorses with wings.
And it's a sort of a unicorn seahorse.
Is it? This is what, because you say Flight of Fancy, and I didn't realise I was picking up a unicorn. Because I don't get to see the beautiful images like you do. So you get your beautiful seahorse in there, and then you've got the wings in there as well. And also your sentiments can cut out as well, so you can start cutting out your sentiments.
That's right.
Then we've got a flying fish. But I don't think it's called flying fish. Something fishy. I like this. You see these off the coast of Lanzarote, flying fish.
Do you?
I think so. That's how I'm sure they were flying fish. £17.49, 721635 is your item number. There's more, there is more. And then Beehive, a third of this stock now has already gone. Oh, Beehive. So you've got the Beehive in there, and you've also got the dies that match as well. Absolutely stunning. We're very busy across the board. 1 day special, 40% now of your 1 day special has already gone, and we're 14 minutes in.
Gosh.
40 minutes in. 14 minutes in, I think you should go for a cup of tea and a little lie down.
I think I need to.
I think we need to make some phone calls already. But while you make the phone calls, when these drop on your mat, what are you going to do with them? I know. Have a little look at this for inspiration. It is stunning what you can do with them when you get them home, and all the inspiration that is around us is amazing. What I'm going to tell you to do, though, and I don't do this lightly, I don't want to poke or prod you in the ways you don't want to be poked or prodded, but start checking out your baskets. I'm not here to push you. If you want them, if you want the ostrich or the stripe individually with the ostrich or the zebra, individually, a third of the stock now has gone. There's the ostrich, so a third of the stock has gone individually. And the stripes as well, also a third of the stock has gone. But in your one-day special, which is the larder bundle, which are the details on the screen, they work out to be £14.99 per stamp set. So you are getting the saving. If your budget will stretch, but look, you've got 3 flexible payments of £29.98. It's worth having a little go. Right then, we're with our Cathie.
Yeah, here we are. Sketchbook again.
Is this the originals?
The original drawing is in here, but this is how we start.
So this is nice to see.
Mel and I will have a conversation about subject matter, and in this case, the hippo. And actually, these were the first 3 that I just quickly doodled. Now, can you see there's a cross and a cross and a tick and a tick? Yeah. So I will show her the first 3, and she'll go yes, no, no. And then with a tick, I will then take it a bit further, but it can go, you know, in fact, I don't think we ended up with any of those, but it just keeps morphing and changing. And I illustrate, I'm basically on tracing paper probably about 90% of the time, because I do an original drawing, then something might change. So, for example, this one, I did a mouth, didn't like it, so I just trimmed the mouth off, put my tracing paper over the top, and then go over the top of that. So then I don't got to redraw the whole thing, just elements.
Oh my word. I can't believe these are like quick drawings though for you. This is like a whole year at school for me. Yeah.
So that, you know, if you saw it, you know, in person, you just see all these little bits, you know, like for the ears, and I just chop, and you can see holes cut out of it. It's very much the old-fashioned way of doing paste and copy bake.
It's very rare you get to see this detail there, because we always see the finished samples, but we very rarely get to see where the actual arrangement is started from.
And then we go on to, I do all the writing by hand. I trained actually as a calligrapher, so that's a skill I do have. And also we do the silhouettes as well, which we'll try and get the odd silhouette on. So actually that was the original drawing that is on the hippo stamp, and that's the stamp.
Look at this. And so how long roughly would this journey take you to do?
It depends. Sometimes I can do one drawing and it's pretty well there, and then I'll trace over the top and do it really neatly, or I can spend weeks and weeks on something.
Just tweaking and
and changing. And it has been known that it's even gone to packaging and everything, and then Mel will say to me, you know those ears on that thing? And I said, yeah. They're not right, and then we'll have to
go back again.
Yeah, and we always rectify if there's something that's not right, because if we think it's not right, then other people will think the same. So we do try and. So that was my first doodle, and actually, I wasn't overly keen on the buffalo. he's now my favourite, or
Oh,
she's
is he?
now my favourite, yes. There's a lot you can do, especially with the ears, making them 3D. So again, lots of doodles. This is just the silhouette, the drawings of the silhouette that went on a little bit of a journey. And this is different experiments with fonts, which I've hand drawn. And that's the original, and the reason it hasn't got an eye is I actually would then crop that out and flip it so it's the eyes are match, yeah, and that's what you get on the stamp. You get this lovely corner, which is great for doing, you know, if you want to do journals. I've used that on lots of things just on its own. So do you want me to carry on, or shall we get straight onto the demo?
What do you want to do, Lot? Let's do a demo.
Okay.
We'll do a demo.
We'll
come back to the book. I could literally sit and look at that book for hours, just watching the journey and how it's all been created.
Right, on Facebook, I have shown people my pot of salt. Now, this is really old. I've had this tin of salt for years and years and years. It hasn't got a sell-by date, but I've just finished it. And in our last, when we came in with Cut Above about 2 weeks ago for our one-day special, we did a load of repurpose recycling projects, and I thought this would be perfect, which I want to stamp on and create it into like a gift box.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, anything I can drag out of the recycling box, I try and do. Yeah. So what I started with is a piece of Bockingford, and I made sure that it fits exactly all the way around.
So we've got this on the show. What's so special about this paper?
Firstly, it's made in the UK.
Okay.
It's milled in the UK, so it hasn't got a whole load of air miles on it. It's a quality watercolour paper, and it's hot pressed, which means it's very, very smooth. A lot of watercolour papers have a bit of a tooth to them.
Yeah.
This doesn't. And head of our design team, she introduced us to this, and we've introduced it to loads of people, and everybody we introduce it to sticks with it, yeah. And we wouldn't use anything else now. In fact, all the paintings you see behind that's all Bockingford.
You can get yours as well. You can get 20 sheets of A4 card, 300 GSM, 11.99, 631185 is your item number if you want that.
Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to create a background, and I'm going to use the new colours. These are brand new to Pink Ink.
There's new colours on the show as well. Oh, there's lots of new on this show.
There are pastels, and we've been wanting to do pastels for a while now. I'm just using my tile, which goes everywhere with me.
So we've got new colours as well. So these are the new. These are beautiful. These are the pale peach, soft sage, and primrose yellow. So they're new colours, and then you also get your shimmers in there as well that you're looking at. £15.99 for these. They're absolutely beautiful. You know you're loving them because you're buying them already. You'd shopped ahead on the website. The other option is at the bottom of the screen as well. £15.99. 975863 is one down there, the large one, the larger L that we call it. And then the bottom of the screen is the ones you're currently looking at the moment. 531738 is your item number. These are all your different colours as well that you're getting. Remember, brand new, and the ones on the top are the ones that you have seen before, but maybe you need to restock. Perfect wise to restock.
That one on the top, on the far edge, this is this colour here. We don't often bring it, but it's one of Mel's favourite colours. And if you look really carefully at the spoon, it's got gold in it. Can you just look on the
like a little shimmer?
Yes, it's really pretty and goes really well with pink. Pink and hazelnut is a really good combination.
There's a freedom price on these as well, £14.39. The top colours that you're just looking at, 839013 is your item number.
OK, so on my piece of Bockingford that's going to go around my salt pot, I've put top, and I've called it my master, but I put that as the top because when I put my pigment on, and I'm bearing in mind that, so this is the bottom, that's the top, my animal is going to come up from the bottom.
Okay.
So I need to think that I'm going to have a sort of a bit of a foreground and maybe go up to something paler. So I just need to know in advance. So that's the top. So I want that to be quite light. And all I do is place it in, pick up the pigment, and we have that.
Look how that takes on that paper.
And then what we would do, I'd leave it probably a minute or so, and then what I would do on top of that is get some water and flick some water at it, and you get these lovely sort of, a bit like when you put salt on paint, it resists. I would let it dry a little bit more, probably a minute to 2 minutes, so it's damp, and then flick. And then I'm going to bring in one that's all done and dried. Yeah, but it's full of mica, and it's a great background.
It is stunning.
Okay, I mean, we might be able to do that tomorrow and use it for something, but so what I've done is I've prepared the one here, which I've used spiced pumpkin, that gorgeous hot pink, and the tarnished silver.
Okay.
So again, I think that's my bottom, and that would be my top, because I've got dark here and I want something dark going up to something pale, and I've used a really pretty stamp to do these edges, and you could use that on anything and everything, just doing edges on boxes and tags and all sorts of things.
This edge that you used was on the zebra, so it was on the stripes one if you're going for them individually, which is the zebra, but if you're going for the large kit, you'll have them all.
Right, which one do you want me to use?
Let's go for hippo.
Hippo. Okay,
please.
so get the hippo.
I didn't know I had a choice.
Yes. Well, I love them all. Well, I'll say the buffalo's probably my favourite, but I do love them all.
If you are going for the one, sorry to chip in.
That's
if
all
you
right.
are going for the one-day special, I hate doing it then. Over half the stock now has gone of your one-day special. The details are on the side of the screen. £29.98 across 3 free flexible payments. 295,696 if you're going for them all. But if you want to go from individually, you can do that as well. £17.49. But if you're going for the larger collection, it makes them £14.99 because you're saving that £15 is what you're saving on there as well.
Oh. Okay, I've stamped it with the Versacraft, which we've got on the show. This is the burgundy. They're brilliant for the Bockingford, but they're permanent on fabric. So if you get them, you can use them for both disciplines. And all you need to do with fabric is heat press them, and then you can launder them.
And they're good to go?
Yeah. And we're going to be demonstrating those tomorrow on some fabric. So I'm going to put him, now bearing in mind this is going to be joined at the back, so I need to make sure my image is central. Normally when we do things we put things off centre, but this time I want it on.
They are beautiful stamps.
Okay, so that's our hippo, and then I'm going to do some decorative work around it. Now what I could do, I could spritz that and it would start to seep and spread and would look really, really pretty, but I'm mindful of time and getting on, so I think I'm going to use a bit of orange.
So you have already gone for these, the colours as well. You're really shopping ahead. You're savvy shopping today, which is what I'm loving. The Versacraft inks are 20% already gone. So remember, you can use them on the card, but you can also use them on fabric as well. Remember, there'll be more demonstrations tomorrow. You get a vast amount of colours of these as well. Savannah Sunsets is what they're called. A set of 6 is what you're getting here. Once again, work hand in hand. So I'm loving about this show. Everything's been thought of. It all works hand in hand with each other. So the colours will work with all the stamps that you've got, with all the stamps that you're going to get from your one-day special as well, which is amazing.
This is one of my favourite stamps. My favourite of all time. And we've got one that's slightly bigger, and that's off the Rhino. But that's great for doing backgrounds. In fact, let's use the bigger one.
I do like the little stamps that you've put in, because it is those little ones that you think, I need something there, but I don't know what to put there. It's literally one of those little stamps you go, well, I'll just pop that there. It just fills that gap.
Yeah, and quite often the pink ink is on the group page. We see a stamp, and we often see little tiny stamps from ones we've done in the past introduced alongside. So they sort of mix with all sorts of different imagery. I mean, this splat would work with anything, really. Put some at the top. So I'm just going to build this up. Let's have a different colour. I've used orange and the burgundy, and oh, this is a pretty one. This is on the hippo. I love this one. In fact, let's go for the lilac.
Now this is the bonus. If you are going for the one-day special, so the complete collection, you can now start mixing and matching and picking and choosing. And once again, the hard work has really been taken out for you, because you know everything's going to mix and match perfectly. We're very, very busy for the one-day special now.
This is a pretty one, isn't it, Adam? Look.
It really
for just doing little decorative parts to background. Let's do this in the water. In fact, this one, although it's the hippo and it's solid, it mimics this pattern on its back.
That's what I'm getting. It all ties in beautifully, and it's the little details around the other side of the hippo. You could have left that blank, but you've really not gone to. You've really gone to the detail of putting them all over and making them really look 3D.
Oh, we love detail. Oops, get it on there.
So the details are on your screen for the one-day special. 295696 is your item number. We're also very busy for the paints as well. Now, option number 1 is pale peach, soft sage, primrose yellow, and sunlight gold. That is this one that we're looking at here. This one, and nearly a third of those have gone. They are brand new today. Then on the bottom row, we got some brand new ones just here now. These are beautiful. Absolutely stunning is what they are. Rose pink, cornflower, warm lilac, and sparkle stars. And that is also nearly a third of the stock there has gone as well. You are loving the newbies. And then you've got the original sets as well along the top. You've also got the brand new, the original ones. Warm hazelnut, hot pink, Carnage silver, and spiced pumpkin there. And they've all got 10% freedom on them as well. £14 and 39 pence on those as well. Is it a case of a little goes a long way with these?
Yes, particularly well with the paints and with the VersaCraft. You don't need very much at all. And I mean, our pots last for ages and ages. You don't mind if I sit down?
No, feel free.
We've actually bought a second chair if you want to sit next to me as well.
Oh, let's do it. Oh, I'm going to go my own chair. Oh, go on. It's very rare I get to sit down. Oh, you pair can come again.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to paint with the colours. I think I'm actually going to go for that hazelnut because it's so pretty. And you can see how it will go really well with these sort of crimsons and pinks. And we'll put a bit of pink out as well. But we can also paint with the VersaCraft. So I love this. Yeah, I love this burgundy. So we'll put a bit of burgundy out because the VersaCraft, until it's heat fixed, is water soluble. So you can use it, and that's why it works so well on the fabrics. So what we can do is start introducing a bit of tone and shade to really throw this hippo forward.
The VersaCraft, though, nearly 40% of these have now gone. £12.99 for 6. Remember, though, not only for painting, though, you can also use them on fabric. So if you are putting these stamps onto fabric, this is the perfect ones. These are the ones that you're going to need. You're going to start doing fabrics. Maybe doing... Once again, I only go from what I know. So my child's bedroom, these would be amazing in home decor.
Yes, they would.
Absolutely stunning in home decor.
You know, and if you're going to go to the trouble of doing cushions and, you know, quilt covers and stuff, you want to be sure that you're using a pigment that when you launder it, it's going to stay on. Yeah. And when we say launder, we don't mean to fling it in the washing machine at a hot temperature. Obviously, something's handmade, or it's like if you'd embroidered something, you would wash it with care. So as long as you wash, even on a hand setting on the washing machine, you'd be fine. So you can see I'm just adding depth here and just pulling the deeper colour out with clear water to make it go pale.
So what's the bit you? It's like asking how long is a piece of string. But which bit do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy the design, or do you enjoy the playing element? So this element now, once they've done, or is it is it a mixture of both?
I think I like the design, really. Well, I love it all, actually. I'm very fortunate that I love every part of my job. But yeah, I love designing. I could sit and draw anything forever. That's really my passion, is drawing. I love to draw. And you know, with the Mel was telling you about Alexandra's stamps, the Pinky Inky, and you know, she's a young artist in Italy, and we like to champion young folk who have a real talent for drawing. She doesn't use a computer. We've got other artists on board as well that don't use a computer. Well, they might a little bit to digitise, but basically they draw with a leaded pencil. And I think you can tell the difference between it. There's something that is just so beautiful about it. And if we can help them and give them a platform to sort of show their work, we like to do that. Now, can you see this? You wouldn't think by putting on this hazelnut that it would make it look so good. It's just such a lovely colour. So adding green to this...
It works well,
yeah.
though.
And I'm just going to add some more and add some more depth. And the lines are in there to sort of show you where to shade. You can see that, you know, this bulge, there should be shade behind, and where it meets the water.
So this would be perfect if you're brand new to the world of stamping. You're thinking, well, maybe you've done stamping before, but you're new to the world of colouring in the designs. You want to take your craft to the next level. This is the perfect way to start, because they are beautiful images, they're hand-drawn, but you've done, once again, you've taken the hard work out because you've put the shading in where you need to go darker and where you need to go lighter.
Yeah. And then we've got our white, which I don't know if you've got this as a perfect partner at the end. We normally have it on as perfect partner. Have we, Mel? End of call.
It's the end of call, which I can't give you any details for because I haven't got them. It will be. We're just going to have a look into it now, and then we'll let you know where they will be.
You know, and you can put this on, and if you think you've put too much on, just smudge it with your finger, and it just adds a little bit of highlight to your painting.
Look at this. Something so satisfying about watching someone paint.
Yeah, isn't it? That's what I like about watching somebody cook, and then you get to eat it at the end as well.
So we have found your end of calls as well. So as you check out your basket, you will find on the back it's £3.99. So you just add that to your basket at the back as well. Okay, so do not panic. It is there. Or you will only find it though when you go and check your basket. So when you're checking your baskets out, just before you put your delivery details in, you will find it there. If you're phoning us and you're thinking, well, Adam, I'm not going on the website, I'm not tapping the app. If you are calling us, the call centre will also mention it as well. So do not worry.
Okay, right. And then I want to put some of this pink, this lovely, lovely hot pink, which I've used here, I'm going to use in here. I'm not going to do all of it, I'll just do a little bit, so we can see how that transforms. So, you know, you could leave this empty, just as a bit of decorative shape on the back of his body, or really go to town with colouring.
Look at this. So once again, the details on the screen at the moment. Remember, you are getting 50 stamps in total. 50 stamps for £29.95 across 3 flexible payments. 295696 is your item number, but already 50%, half the stock has already gone from your one-day special. This is meant to last for 24 hours. If you want them individually as well, you can get them individually, £17.49. But if you're going for the larger collection, your one-day special, they turn out to be £14.99. So you are saving that £15 is what you're saving there. Very, very busy across the board for individuals and also for your one-day special as well.
Can you see how that white has completely transformed?
Yeah, look at that.
Transformed it. It's given it real depth and form. Right, I don't know. Do you want to do your thing, and then when you come back, I'll do.
So what we'll do is we're going to watch another one of these, but we've sped it up slightly. This is how the buffalo all comes together. And here it is in real life. Look at that. That is Buffalo Jill. And we'll come to her very shortly. But that's what you've just seen create. It is absolutely beautiful. Right then, let's go through your stamps one by one. This time, though, we'll go slightly different, and we're going to look at some of the finished samples and what you can actually do. You've seen the size of the stamps. They're good old stamps. Let me do the boring bits first, which are the numbers. 295696 is your item number for your one-day special. 50 stamps is what you're getting by Pink Ink Designs. It's the Safari collection is what you're going. The usual price is on the screen at the moment, £104. We don't say that often. £104 and 94 pence, but today, as it is your one-day special, £89 and 94 pence with a £15 saving. Now we've made it easier for you as well. We've also popped it onto Flexi. There's 3 flexible payments of £29 and 98 pence. You can also go for them individually as well. The details will be at the bottom of the screen. It's the same item number. All you simply need to do is pick your favourite design, but I think you're going to find it slightly difficult to pick your favourite one because they're all amazing. So your one-day special is there. Right then, let's start with the beautiful ostrich. This time, how beautiful. You'll get, these are absolutely stunning designs.
Good, aren't they?
They are.
I love this collection. It's one of my favourites.
They're beautiful. So, once again, and in theory, this is not even the main image.
No, that's not the main image.
You would think to look at that, you think, oh, that's beautiful. That must be the stamp collection. No, 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 no. This is only a small portion. This is the main image. Look at that. There's something so regal about that. It is beautiful. Once again, you can use for any occasion. It's absolutely stunning. This is the ostrich collection that we're looking at the moment. You've got the beautiful leaves in there as well. But you wouldn't believe they were the same stamp.
No, because she's got a crown on in one and not in the other sort of thing, hasn't she, with her feathers and...
And remember, you get all the crowning in the stamp form as well, so you're getting everything that's here. And then, I think this is my favourite. I know you're not allowed favourites, but look,
it's lovely, isn't it?
Just look at the detail in that. That is literally like a card you would buy if you go out and bought a card. You say, oh, I'll go for one of them. It's a special occasion.
So that's been done by Gail Bond. She's one of our DT members.
Gail, you've excelled yourself, the old ostrich there. Well done, it's beautiful. So that is your ostrich collection. Right, you're going to have to bear with me because there's a lot of cards here. And I don't want to muck them all up. Right, then we move on to the buffalo. Now look at this. Once again, a stunning design with the buffalo. And you get all the flourishes that are in there as well. So you are getting all the flowers that's there. You'll get so much.
Such a lovely face that has, hasn't it?
It really does. And there's something realistic.
Yes.
Because normally if you get stamps like this, they're slightly cartoon-esque.
Yeah,
or they're
we sometimes we do, but there's some designs that don't lend themselves to that. You need to have the real
thing.
Yeah,
and that's what you're getting here. You are getting real hand-drawn images, and you know when you look at them, you know, oh, that is a zebra, but it's not in cartoon form. It's an actual zebra, like you have gone and take them out. And then we've got the beautiful zebra. Now, on his own, he's very, very busy, our Stripes. A third of the stock of Stripes now has already gone. But look at what you can create. But then, you can also do your tiny, put them onto your MDFs as well. But just by simply changing the colour, look how you can change the design. I love the sentiments that you've put in as well, like never look back.
Yes.
And then,
does my bum look big in this?
Does. You don't normally find sentiments like these. But just look how beautiful these cards, just to brighten someone's day. They are stunning, and there's so many of them. Simply changing the design. I love these as well. Look at that. Just that on it. Look at that on its own. It's just at the front of your card. Absolutely beautiful. And then
that's Leanne.
Oh my word! Look at that. And oh, you see, you keep excelling yourself with it. Look at these.
That's Maria.
Beautiful, an old book page as well.
Looks really nice on that, doesn't it?
It really does. So once again, so that is your zebra. Then we're moving on to your hippo.
And on this hippo here, you can see that one of the cut above has been used, the flying fish. So
the flying fish is what we saw earlier. So once again, I said at the start of the show, they all mix and match beautifully. And they all go on so many mediums as well. So don't just think cards, just think, well, Adam, I'm not a card maker. You don't need to be a card maker for these. These would work wonderfully across the board. These would look lovely on canvases, all together on a big old canvas. Look at these. They are absolutely stunning. So there's your hippos that we've got. Now we've got your rhinos. I like the way that you've even got the birds that sit on the mat. You know when you see them out in the wild in the savannah, you've got the little bird. They are. I just can't get over the detail. I'm actually in awe. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. Just look at the designs that you're getting in here. That is beautiful. That's very on trend at the moment as well. And then last but not least, but you would never believe that is the same stamp. You would think, well, it's someone's done something different. You wouldn't think you could do that with the same stamp time and time again, but you really, really can. And last but no means least, well, we'll have to do these one at a time because they're different sizes. So we've got, I love that as well, that on the front of a journal.
Yeah, beautiful.
Would be stunning. If you put that on the front, I know I use that word a lot, stunning, but it is a fact that I am in awe because I know I wouldn't be able to do these sorts of things. So you do look at them and I think, well, they are. Look at that. The maps of the world, elephants, Marcus Elephants never forget.
Those two are from Karen Royal.
Oh, your
That's Annette Dawson.
Design team are amazing.
We're very lucky.
They are out of this world. And then...
And that's Leanne Harris.
Absolutely amazing. So that is your one-day special. There is so much in there. Now, individually, the most popular is the postrich, which is the ostrich that you saw down the front, which is nearly 40% of the stock now and has gone. Your one-day special is over 50% now. Over half the stock of your one-day special has already gone. If I was you, I would shop ahead or tap the app. Everything individually or as a bundle is going quick. It is really going quick. Is it going to be the stock or is it going to be the clock? It's one of those things. It is going to be one of those shows, I think, unfortunately. I think everything's going to go. Jump to the website is the quickest and easiest place to go. We're very, very busy for the paints at the moment as well. We're busy for the cut above stamps and dies that you're currently seeing there as well, which are beautiful, which are brand new. This bundle here that we're currently showing you, oh my word, it is limited stock. I'm loving this chair. It is limited stock. Is what we are. Can you still get them individually? Some of them you can still get individually, not all of them though now. So it is, oh my word, nearly half the stock of your, oh, this is going to be one of those shows. Your Versacrisp, very, very busy. Your paints as well are very, very busy across the board. There's all the options that you're going for, £15.99. So, oh, the chair creaked and I thought I was going to fall off. So that other bundle, so you know the bundle we were talking about the one with the Squinky Inky and all those, that is now technically selling. Squinky Inky? I think I heard that wrong. Pinky Inky, Squinky Inky. Pinky Inky, technical sellout anyway. Don't worry about it. Tropical birds and all that, but it's technical sellout. Don't worry about it. Don't worry yourself. Go back to your bourbon.
Right.
What are you up to?
While you were talking to Mel, I've added a bit of the warm hazelnut to this decorative part, and then I've used a fine black pen, and I do this quite often. I go and draw in, quite often, eyes, and just define the eyes, and we've got some lovely eyelashes, and I think it sort of draws you into the bits you want people to be looking at, which is the eyes and sort of facial features predominantly. And also I've done it down here so it's darker. So again, it's sort of adding to the form. And I've put in some extra whiskers because they have loads of little tiny whiskers when I was looking at them. And Mel's been on safari and we've used a lot of her photography as inspiration for these designs. So I would say that that's pretty much good to go. I'll just quickly dry. I have dried it, but just double sure because I don't want to smudge anything. And then we're going to wrap it round with some glue onto our salt pot.
Oh my word, this is...
Okay, now what I did when I mocked it up with my rough, oh, let me just show you this. This is the piece I just did earlier. Now, isn't that lovely? And can you see this warm hazelnut? The way it's gone with the pastel yellow is really pretty, and you get the sheen going across. So that would be a great wrapper round a pot. It'd be just so pretty. Look at that. Wow. And you can see where I put the spots of water. Yeah, now, had I let it dry a little bit more, that would be more prominent. Okay. It would be a little bit more like we've done here.
Like that one.
Right. Now, just want to point out, now here there was a little recess, and the recess of this lid went further down the top rather than just sitting on the top, and I didn't want that because this is going right up to the edge, and I didn't want a lid to go on and start scuffing the top of So what I did was I got a slither of Bockingford, just trimmed it off the top, and I just stuck it in with a bit of glue, and that's it, and that prevents the top of it going into there, because there's nothing worse than having scuff.
It looks messy,
and it looks untidy. So that's just one little thing I did. So anyway, right, we've got our piece that's going to go on. So we're going to glue. Now I always use a solvent glue on TV because it's quick drying, but you could use any glue that you've got, as long as you're patient. Make sure we've got it bottom, and we're going to just attach it on. And I'm using this gold edge here to line up my piece of paper. Now if you want an extra pair of hands, you could put a clothes peg or something on the top. Just make sure it's going to go around before I glue it. All lovely. So
you would never know this was a salt paper.
You wouldn't. And it's, you know, it's a perfectly decent colour on the inside. It doesn't look, the only place it looked rough was at the bottom here, where I think it picked up a bit of moisture. But on the inside, it's a perfectly decent box. So that's that. Now I can start adding the rest of the glue all the way along. Loads of it. Round it goes.
It shows like this when I watch demos like this. It shows like this. I'm so glad they do the job I do. Because this is amazing.
Do you do a lot of craft yourself?
No, I'm trying to get into it, but I still get in awe of people like yourself. It's so amazing. You can turn a blank piece of card into this.
And so what is your craft? If you could do stuff at home,
I've started knitting.
Have you?
I took that up. With a little one, we don't have glitter, you see.
Yes.
We're not allowed glitter, only because it gets everywhere. So we don't have glitter. We're doing stamping tomorrow, so we're going to try stamping tomorrow. But because of the little one as well, you see, if you have anything nice, she also wants it.
Yeah.
Of course. We don't try and have nice.
Right, now while I do the lid, can you just hold? Yeah, just hold and just keep pushing that seam, because I want a nice flat seam. Okay. Now my lid, it's got a little recess. You can see I don't waste anything. I'll hide up the name. I've actually used it as a palette at home.
Oh yeah.
A paint palette. I quite often use lids. And what I've done is I've cut a bit of grey board that's the right size to fit on top of my salt pot. I've cut a little couple of holes in, and I've lined the top with Bockingford paper. I've done the same technique where I've dipped it into my paint, lifted it up, and then I've used this really, really pretty little stamp, which is from the zebra, which I've also used on the hippo, which you're doing there. And I've fed through some wire hook, because I want to be able to pull my piece on and off. And what I've also done is I've made a hole, because if you don't go through this and you just glue it on, when you pull that off, you're going to pull the top off and leave that on the box. So I'm going to feed that through, but I'm actually going to put some glue around it as well. And then what I would do is I would seal the end off with like a little button or something. I'd feed it through and twist.
Oh, okay.
So that
it really
when
locks it in.
Yes, it locks it in. So when you pull it, you're pulling the whole thing. So that's my process. So I'm going to add my glue. Again, solvent base for this purpose. I mean, I think here you potentially could use the 3D gel glue. That would be a good one to use.
Could you use a glue gun?
Yeah, definitely. I'd have thought that would be quite a good solution. On it goes. How's it sticking? All right.
I think we're stuck.
Lovely. So button on. I mean, if you wanted to, you could cover the inside as well, which actually I probably would. I'd probably put a little bit of Bockingford, but through my button goes, so hopefully you can see. I will put one side and then twist it. I would make a better job of this if I was at home, but twist it round, and there's wire in this thread here, so it's nice and tight. Whoops. There we go. That's my lid.
I'll just transfer. Oh, we've got 2 minutes left. Where's that hour gone?
Wait, so lid on. And you can see that there's a little bit of red on the outside. So what I would do is I'd get a little bit of red multi-surface or anything, and I'd add some a red to this image. So
it all blends, so it looks like it's meant to be there.
Yes, it's meant to be there, because what I didn't want to do is cover it up because it's plastic, and I was a bit worried about things sticking to it. So that's why I did that. And then we've got a little gift tag, which again I've done on the Bockingford. I've painted the back with a spice pumpkin, done my technique on the top, and of course I could write something really lovely. So you've got your beautiful gift box and gift tag.
Well, you would never have known what that originally was. And look at that now, maybe for a gift, maybe to pop your pens in, maybe to pop the paintbrushes in. There is so much that you can do. The best thing to do now, though, if I was you, is jump to the website. Jump to the website, because what you need to do is you need to check out your baskets. We are... what's a nice way to say it? I'm just going to say it. We're very much over 50% now. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to be honest with you. We're over 50% of the stock. Quite a lot over 50% of the stock. With the individuals as well, Stripes and Postridge are looking vulnerable as well on their own. Remember, you can buy them individually if you want to. There's Stripes in his over 50% of the stock has already gone, and the Postridge is also on his own 50% has already gone. £17.49. Your one-day special, though, the details are down the side of the screen. 295696 is your item number. 3 payments of £25.98. Thank you ever so much, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much.
I think you've got Janice at 9.
We have. Yes.
Oh, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. You'll need it.